All right, welcome back to the showcast, and we're going to get right into our interview this week. I'd like to bring on comedian and actress Rachael O'Brien. Rachel, how's it going? Thanks for joining us, obviously.
Thanks for having me. How are you
Um,
guys doing?
we're pretty good. We can't complain. We're a little bit chilly
Yeah.
because we live outside of Philadelphia, so it is extremely cold.
Well,
Um,
it's swelteringly hot right now in LA in my apartment. I don't
oh,
mean to brag. I don't mean to
okay.
brag. I don't have central AC.
Well, that
So
was our guest
get
for
me
this
hot.
week, and we will be back. No, one thing I saw. So you're from Oregon, and now you live in West Hollywood, but you,
Yeah.
you went to the University of Oregon.
hmm
Go Ducks!
Yeah.
And you actually graduated at 20. Is that right?
Yeah. It was like a child genius. No, I just really wanted to. I just really wanted to move down to LA and start my comedy and acting career, but my parents wouldn't pay for it until I finished, or not support it at least until I finished college. So I just wrapped it up real quick there. I already had scholarships there, so I just tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could come down here.
You got the whole bachelor 4 year degree.
I did.
Wow. Would you just
Yeah.
did you just
I
study,
took
or did
summer
you just
classes
take?
and
I was
stuff.
gonna say you would have had to take
Yeah, so I
classes
took
like year
I would take
round.
18 credits a term or more than that, and then I would take summer classes.
When I
It
was in
really wasn't
school,
that bad. I was a political science major, and that's what all the athletes majored in because it was
uh,
the easiest. And so then I just was like, that's what I'll do.
you took disc golf classes and stuff like that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, we
But I almost
actually
straight A's.
we actually did have a disc golf class in college because we had a
Did you
disc golf
really?
course. Yeah, and I took it. It was pretty interesting.
Do you still disc golf?
Do I still disc golf?
Yeah.
I haven't in a while. I think I retired on top. Uh,
Oh, okay.
if there is such
You
a
always
thing
want to do
as
that.
yeah, if there is such a thing.
Were you an athlete when you were in college too?
No, not in college. I mean, I played sports in high school, but it doesn't really count.
Oh,
I guess the obvious follow up is which ones?
Softball and volleyball. And I
Okay.
took a line drive to the face a couple times, and I broke my nose. So then I quit. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I've done that before. Not taking a line drive to the face, but broken my nose. Um,
It's the worst.
are you real quick? Because this is totally unrelated to anything we've been talking about. But like I said, you went to Oregon. So are you a Chip Kelly fan? Because well, I'm an Eagles fan. Ben's not, but we just kind of lost him.
Did you like him? I mean, I don't remember ever hearing anything terrible about him in Oregon.
No, I was all right with him. He was a good enough coach for me. I mean, this is, like I said, completely unrelated, but I guess his issue was player personnel. But I mean, did you go to like a lot of the games? Because the team, I would assume, I can't imagine you're much older than 20 when you graduated, so I assume he was there when you were there, right?
I am trying to remember. I actually did go to a lot of games because my college boyfriend played.
Oh,
But I clearly wasn't paying enough attention to who the coach was at the time.
are
I do
you
remember
allowed to
his name,
name?
though.
Are you allowed to name the college boyfriend who played? Like, is
Oh,
anybody we
yeah,
would
he's one of
know?
my best friends. He actually moved to LA and became an actor, too. His name's Devin Long. He got drafted, but then got injured, to play
Oh,
for us.
really?
But, yeah, he was a defensive end. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Probably don't know.
Devan. Yeah, there he is. Look at that. University of Oregon.
I
His
think
That's
we're gonna
awesome.
brother played a lot longer for the Titans, Ryan Long.
I think we're gonna have to change what podcast this is going into, Adam.
Sorry,
Now it's sports.
It's going into the sports podcast now.
it's very easy. I'm a big sports person, so it's easy for me to fall into that. I was just
I did
curious.
see that on your bio.
Oh, you looked my bio up. Oh boy, I might need to update that.
It still surprises me when people read our bios, but yet they still do the podcast. So
What do you mean? I mean, I didn't like read. I saw like someone had a fantasy sports show or something or
Yep,
sports
that's
something or other.
that's
Yeah.
me and our other co-host Steve, who's not here at the moment. But yeah, it's all fair. So I guess we'll move on from football. We'll talk about, I guess, what's related to you. Yeah, you're on Bravo's hit show Vanderpump Rules, which is a reality show.
Yes.
How did you end up on that? Like, how did you just kind of stumble in one day and they were filming? You're like, hey.
No, when I first moved to LA, I was modeling, and one of the main characters, Kristen, was also, and we met on a modeling job, and then we met the other guy on another modeling job, Jax, was on the show, and then I dated him, and then he and I introduced Kristen and Tom, and then the rest was history. But after I broke up with Jax, I didn't see them for years. And then I went out one night and got drunk like I do with one of my friends, and he happened to be friends with one of the producers. And we were just all talking, and I was just telling him stories, and I just sang like a bird. And then I got a call like 2 days later, like inviting me to come interview and all that. And I originally very much rejected it because they were like, well, you have to say you work at the restaurant. I'm like, I'm not going to say I work at a restaurant when I don't work at a restaurant. Like, that's retarded. And then they still invited me to do the show, and they introduced me doing stand-up, so that was cool. That was last season. And then this season, I like refused to do it again. I was like, I'm too good for this. And then like 5 weeks into filming, I was like, they look like they're having fun. I guess I'll do it too. And so I've only done 2 seasons, and they've talked about my comedy a lot, so it served its purpose.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan. Speaking off your comedy, I'm a big fan of stand-up comedy. I've followed stand-up comedians for years, from people that are, huge and have been doing it for years to people that are still just getting started. But I'm always curious, like, what made you want to get into stand-up? I mean, apparently you wanted to do it since even before college. So.
Yeah, I was really, really, really obsessed with Saturday Night Live, and I know that's like more sketch comedy, not stand-up, but I just loved comedy. I would act out all the Shirley LeCarry and Will Ferrell Spartan Cheerleader sketches, which I'm sure was a hit amongst all my friends. And I just kind of became obsessed with it then. And I was also kind of a chubby kid, so I had to have like one of those personalities. And I kind of just, I don't know, I was like in my own little comedy world. And then when I moved to LA, I went to grad school for screenwriting. I was already acting. And I realized very quickly I really liked to write comedic pilots. And I was like, well, a lot of people that do, or that have pilots, like, do stand-up. Maybe I should try that. So I tried it, and then it became my favorite thing ever. Like, better than anything I've ever done.
Oh, so you didn't even actually give stand-up a try until you got to LA?
Stand-up? No, I didn't try it until I got to LA.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever done improv?
Yeah, I'm actually at Second City right now.
Oh, okay. That's a huge place to be at, too.
I love it. Yeah, it's great. It has such a good vibe. It's different than a lot of the other improv places, I feel. It's just like open and fun, and it has all like, it was very popular amongst like the Chris Farley and that crew, and they were always kind of my favorite. And so I was just drawn to it.
Did you see speaking of Chris Farley, did you see that documentary? I think it was Comedy Central had it.
I saw part of it, and it's really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It.
Yeah, I think I just put it on because it was on, and then I got sucked into it, and I was up until whatever time watching it. But you actually, you got to kind of travel a little bit of Europe this past year, didn't you? With Comedy for the Troops.
Yeah, so we went. It was like me and 4 other comedians, really funny people. We went to 5 countries in Europe. We went to Kosovo, the UK, Germany, Belgium, France. Where else? Netherlands. And basically we would go on military bases and we would entertain the troops. We would do stand up and then, hang out with them afterwards and like sign photos and stuff, which was super awkward. I always felt like I was like, hey, you want a picture of me? Want to sign it? Because like no one does that. No one like just so stupid. But it was an amazing experience. It was so much fun to like, rewarding to meet all the troops and like hear their stories, and they were so grateful and so into it, and that was so exciting. And then it was also just really fun to like hang out with comics on a tour bus for a month in Europe.
Yeah, really.
I mean, especially like some of the comics that I know Jeff Ross in particular has to be. I can't imagine what that guy's like just hanging out.
Oh, well, he wasn't on that tour, but that would have been cool.
Oh, okay.
No, the people on that tour were, I don't know if you would know their names. Jill Bryan was one of them, who's actually Jimmy Kimmel's sister. Mark Saratella, Nick Novicki, and Johnny Cardinelli, but you might not know him. But Jeff Ross, I've performed with before, like in LA.
Yeah, that was my
really
bad.
Nice dude.
That was my bad. I read your bio wrong.
Yeah, if I was on a tour bus with Jeff Ross in Europe, that would be awesome.
Yeah, well, I know. I think he.
I don't know if he's allowed in Europe.
Well,
yeah, maybe not.
They allow him in prisons, according to his last special.
That's not surprising.
Oh yeah, he did a special where he actually roasted prisoners.
Oh, that's really funny. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Comedy Central aired it a little while back too. It was really good, actually. So
awesome.
He was like scared to death. But I mean, is that something you would do again if you had the opportunity? Is do the troops?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was they just really appreciate it. You know, it's not like performing in LA where the crowd's like, this is funny. Like, they were just so grateful to have us there.
Yeah.
And I ask this to everyone we have who's been to Europe, and by everyone I mean you and the last person that we had on who went to Europe. But which of those were your favorite when you were over there? Out of, I guess you probably went to 3 or 4. I think it sounded like.
5. Kosovo was sad, so not that one. Even though it was pretty. And they like tried to shake us down at the airport, so that wasn't a good one. I would say like Germany was one of like the cleanest places I've ever been. But I would probably have to say, well, I went to Rome, but it wasn't on the tour. I mean, I went to Rome like
that counts though.
Like, I traveled for a little longer. Rome was my favorite, but I'm Italian, so I mean, naturally, it's gonna be.
O'Brien,
I was just going to ask the same question. O'Brien, that sounds so Italian.
I think the O should be at the end of the name.
Italian. I think my dad's Irish, my mom's Italian.
Oh, okay. Do you get outside of LA much to tour for comedy, other than obviously Europe?
Yeah, I perform in Vegas a lot. I was in New York a couple weeks ago. Or you just do like, there's like a lot of places just on the outskirts of LA. There's like casinos like in the Temecula kind of area.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I've toured all over.
Ever think you'll make your way out here to like the Philly area?
I'm sure. I hope so.
Do you have a?
Go ahead, Ben.
Have a club invite me, and I'll be there.
Oh, but, well,
we know a couple.
Yeah, we got a couple connections at a couple clubs, so I'm sure that's something we can work on.
Well, I got what I needed out of this podcast. So.
All right, that was our guest for this week.
But yeah, I mean, Philly's actually coming up a lot. There's definitely a number of clubs out here that are pretty big. Helium probably being the biggest, but I know they're all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Helium's a good club.
And we have actually almost brought guests up here to perform, and it just fell through. So we have almost experience in the field
of booking.
You guys almost performed yourself?
No. We almost we had a couple people on from the show Archer. They live down in Georgia, and we tried to get them to come up here for a show, and they were interested. We just couldn't find the right venue for them, so we were. Yeah. I want to say we were close. We were probably way far off, but
so you're almost comedy bookers.
Exactly.
So
we do everything.
I actually have performed stand up before, so that's one of the reasons.
You have?
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I appreciate it as a spectator more than a performer, just because I have so much respect for people that have done it, because I've performed probably about 3 times. I've never done any more than like 5 or 6 minutes, which for me was like a lifetime up on stage.
Did you like it?
I loved it, to be personally honest, and
so much that you don't do it.
Exactly. I retired. It's like you said, Adam. I retired on top.
There you go. I feel like comedy. I don't know. I mean, maybe you just love comedy, but I feel like comedy is one of those things that, at least for me, that the first time I did it, it just like got under my skin, and I was like, great, now this is what I do, like for better or worse. I didn't choose it. I don't know. Maybe you more like to watch comedy, but your career's not over. I feel like you could get back up there.
Well, I think mine was what made me initially want to do it was the fact that the difference between stand up and improv, obviously, which you know because you do both, is I do better when I feed off of other people, and that's kind of more difficult to do when you're actually up there doing material.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think when it comes,
usually like one or the other. I find stand-up to be easier. I find improv to be very hard. But a lot of people feel like you do, where it's easier when there's other people there.
Yeah, I think I tend to lean more towards the improv end of it than I do the actual writing the material and getting there to do it. So, but
maybe
who knows?
I'm just a narcissist, and I'm like, I just want it to be me.
You like the spotlight to be on you.
I don't know, maybe.
Pull some strings, Ben. We can get you on Vanderpump Rules. Maybe they'll probably ask you to be a waiter first, but we found that if you turn that down, they will actually cave in and let you be a stand-up comedian on the show.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you'll get more screen time if you work there. Certainly.
Can they have 2 stand-ups on the same show? That's the question.
I mean, there were 2 people on the show that attempted to do comedy this year, but they basically just read out of a diary on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was fun. So I think they tried it, but it wasn't. Comedy takes a long time to be good at. You don't just like do it. And I think they were trying to do it, but it just didn't quite work.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever think of I think it films out there, but you ever considered Last Comic Standing?
I I guess I've never considered it. I mean, I would obviously do it, but I don't I don't know. I've never really heard how people audition for it, even though I know plenty of people that have done it. But I guess I've just never really looked into it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, because
I probably should.
that's one of those platforms that even if you even if you don't win, you're still getting your screen time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's exposure one way, one way or another, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. I'm such a loser. I haven't even watched it, but I've like convinced myself that people who have like quick jokes do better on that show, and I have a lot of long stories. So I've just made up this whole scenario in my head where like yeah, I wouldn't be good at it, but I've never seen it, so that just makes me crazy.
That's all right. I brought it up just to see if you had ever done it, and now that I know you haven't, you're not missing much, so you're okay.
Okay.
I used to I used to watch it, and it's not nearly as good as it used to be when it first started. So you're fine.
Okay, good.
Now, you had opened for, it says at least that you opened for Judd Apatow before. Have you ever tried out for or auditioned for any of the movies he's done?
No, he was kind of. I mean, I hope to eventually, but he kind of just restarted getting back in the comedy scene.
Oh,
He
okay.
was like a big comic when he was younger, when he first started, and then he was just kind of really obsessed with comedy. He really loved comics, and then he started having all this success writing and making movies. So he stopped doing it for. I mean, I don't know how old he is, so I'm just gonna guess 15 years or something, or 10 years. And then just over the last year, he's gotten back out there. So I've just done a couple shows with him, but I really don't know him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I guess
Eventually, I hope to.
It could kind of be a similar situation. I mean, related to you. I mean, because you said you went out to LA to be a screenwriter, and then ended up going into comedy.
There to be an actor. I was to be an actor, and then I was getting tired of waiting for things to happen. So then I tried to learn another craft.
Are you still auditioning for stuff while you're out there?
Oh yeah, all the time. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you said before you got into stand-up, you liked the writing part of it quite a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I really do. I definitely like stand-up more, and I'm so much more focused on it. But I would say I write a script a year, but I don't really do anything with them anymore. I used to kind of pitch them. I'm probably going to start doing that again. But
we have a. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. What?
I was just gonna say we have a segment here, which is basically a complete rip off the Weekend Update on SNL. You are more than welcome to write that because I currently write it, and it's probably not half as funny as it actually could be.
Oh, I gotta hear it.
Well, yeah, it's on our podcast. I'll have to send. I'll have to find a way to send you a couple of clips of it, and then you can listen to it and think of how much funnier it could be if you were to do it.
If you were to write it,
sure.
Yeah. And not only write it but deliver it as well.
We'll see.
So,
I would like to hear it.
I know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, I'm trying to come up with suggestions because, like I said, I'm a huge stand-up fan, so I'm trying to think of different platforms that may work for you. I mean, because obviously you're finding success already on your own, but I'm just thinking about, like I said, Last Comic Standing. I know Chris Hardwick does At Midnight, which he brings a lot of comedians onto that as well. So I don't know. I'm just racking my brain for some reason.
Even our podcast.
Yeah, that one's a good one. And then I'm trying to think. Adam Devine's House Party is one. I'm actually performing with him tonight.
Oh, really?
Adam Devine and Brent Morin. Do you know who Brent Morin is from Undateable?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's those two guys, and then Mark Saratelli, who I went on the tour with, and then a bunch of other comics.
Oh, cool.
Do you have I was just going to ask, do you have a website or anywhere where people can find your show dates and stuff, or do you just kind of float around?
I post them on Twitter and sometimes Instagram, but it's hard to post a photo on Instagram, but it's always on Twitter.
Okay.
And my name on Twitter is Rachael N. O'Brien. And
okay.
AEL.
That was a subject of contention before we talked to you.
Wait, what? How to spell my name?
No. How to say your Twitter handle? Because I was like, when I first read it, I was like, it's probably Rachael N. O'Brien, like that's her middle initial. And Ben read it as Rachael No Brian, which is actually
do it all the time.
Kind of cool too,
it's very funny to tell me it.
I thought that was just kind of like the humorous way to put your name into a Twitter handle.
Says that. Ben Glebe, who's a comedian, and he's got a show called Idiot Test. He always calls me Rachael No Brian. Hilarious. But I think Rachel O'Brien was already taken, so I had to add the end.
Oh, okay.
And you already put your Snapchat name on blast too, I see.
I don't know how to. Snapchat is the most confusing app I have ever seen. It makes no sense.
You take pictures. That's all it is.
No, but it's just like the interface of it. Like they can't just say like this is how you open this thing. It's just like here's a square symbol. Try to figure out what that means. It's very annoying.
Trust me, the first time I ever tried Snapchat, which was also the last time I ever tried Snapchat, I ended up, I think, like pushing that button and trying to take a picture, and I ended up taking like a 7-second video of me saying like, what the hell? And so, yeah,
it's pretty much what I do. Yeah,
it's confusing.
Yeah, it like makes me emotional. I'm so bad at it. I'm like going to try to learn now.
I was never like a picture taker, but I downloaded Snapchat and now I just randomly take pictures of anything, essentially. Water bottles.
I would always take a lot of pictures of like my face and like put them on Instagram, but now I gotta find other things to take photos of.
Is your username for Instagram the same as Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rachael O'Brien. Yep.
It's easier to remember just to say Rachael O'Brien.
Rachael O'Brien.
And
there you go.
And speaking of Ben's Snapchat, by the way, I believe, Ben, didn't yours get hacked?
Did it? I don't know.
I thought, didn't you? Yeah, because you like never used it, right? And then all of a sudden, like I had some random Snapchat from you, and I was like, "What is this?" And it was like some.
What was it of?
Oh, nothing inappropriate, thank God.
Oh.
No, I think it was like a spam thing, like buy this or. I don't even know how you can send spam in Snapchat though. It's not like I can click a link or anything.
How did you remember that? Wasn't that like 2 years ago?
I have a fantastic memory of pointless things. I don't remember anything important, but
apparently
stuff like that I remember. But yeah, Rachael, we appreciate you coming on. We'll let you get going, but we appreciate you coming on. Like I said, we'll definitely have to get you back on at some point. We'll put, as Ben likes to say, we'll put some irons in the fire to see if we can maybe find a venue for you to get up here and do a show, which would be fun. So. But again, follow Rachael at Rachael N. O'Brien.
Rachael O'Brien.
Rachael O'Brien on Twitter and Instagram. And then if you want to Snapchat her, it's O'Brien Rach, R-E-C-H. Because that's, if you follow her on Twitter, you'll know that. But I think that obviously watch Vanderpump Rules, watch her on Vanderpump Rules, and keep an eye out for more comedy, and go Ducks. But again, Rachael, thanks for coming on. This was a blast.
Thanks for having me. It was nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
you too. We will be right back with the showcast right after this.